Okay, so we're back from our Costa Rican vacation. We had a great time exploring all the different parts and came up with some good ideas about where we really liked.
Saw a lot of places. It was actually 10 in total because we decided to not see anything in Hako.
And we missed one because we had to go across a river.
And we missed one because we had to go across the river. But Scott was the best driver in the whole wide world, so I'm pretty happy about that. Anyways, we just wanted to review the stuff that we did see. We did not see anything in Hako because we decided we didn't like Hako when we actually stayed there. It wasn't our favorite place to be, especially considering we saw so many other great options.
There's a dog in the background.
There's okay. That's fine. That's just us. Someone's squeaking. Okay.
Hako was a little bit, I don't know. I guess we saw a bunch of places before Hako that we really liked, so we got there and we didn't really think we needed to see anything there. It was good to spend a couple of days there, but
just wasn't
I don't see us going there.
Just wasn't our vibe. Yeah. So our number one that we saw was Gaviota 5, which...
I saw that one online before we came, and it looked great. It was a good size and close to the water. So we really wanted to see that one.
I was in Playa Hermosa, which is actually a sleepy little town, which is really nice. Has nice little walking distance to restaurants and expat community. Nice little beach. So we enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
And that one has 3 bedrooms and it's like big. It's about 2,000 square feet, right? Two stories, 3 bedrooms, 3 washrooms.
Yeah, in a cute little complex. There's no pool there, but it is well kept. The house is a good size. It's got an open lot next to it, so I guess there's some concern about what might get built there. We looked at it. Don't really think that if something got built there, it would obstruct too much. But I think it is a concern for some buyers that are looking at it. It showed really well. It does need some small changes, but it's definitely kind of move-in ready, I would say. You would want to put a pool in because there's no pool in the actual complex.
And it's really hot there, and as much as the beach is there, it's nice to be able to have a plunge pool, and I'm a pool girl, so a little plunge pool would be nice. The next one that we saw was actually a new build in Coco, and I don't want to waste too much time on that one. It was a new build. It was listed for $329?
$329, good deal.
Good deal, brand new, so really good.
HOAs.
No HOAs, it was a freehold. Just didn't love the area, wasn't for us. The next one that we saw was actually in the Airbnb that we were staying in, that little complex, which is a great little complex. It's more of an investment though, like it's not really what we're looking for, but I think it's a good opportunity for anybody who's actually looking for an investment vacation rental property.
Yeah, it's central. It's close enough to the beach.
It's like 3 or 4 minute walk. Yeah.
It's got a bunch of pools in the complex.
Yeah.
And the house, it's not for us in the way that it's laid out, but it's certainly a good rental property, but not one that we really want to spend a lot of time with.
Price is right, $265. And I think the low HOA fees of 2 something, weren't they? 200?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
I think it was 200.
Yeah, maybe a touch more, maybe 225.
Yeah.
It was definitely very reasonable.
But that's the one that had like the great little shopping and restaurants right at the bottom. And then Scott and I actually walked into Coco and went for dinner. It took us 10-minute walk there and back.
Yeah.
Like it was...
And safe.
Love the area. Yeah. Okay, so then again, carrying on we took a trip over to Akatol. So in Akatol, just for sakes of keeping this a little shorter, in Akatol, we ended up seeing 3 properties. We saw Akatol 17, we saw Los Almendros, and we saw that Corona del Mar A2, which had the incredible views with the infinity pool. So in Akatol, we saw some great properties. But what was our concerns there for us? Yeah,
there wasn't much around there. So they've got one restaurant down at the beach. I'm sure it actually gets rave reviews. I'm sure it's a great restaurant, but how many times can you go to the same restaurant? and there wasn't really any other shopping. So there was a very small little convenience store, I guess. But that's about it. So you've got one restaurant and one convenience store, and then you have to drive the 10 minutes to Coco if you really want to do anything. So again, that might work for a lot of people on vacationing, especially if they're just using it as a home base. They're coming in and then they're going to drive to Coco, or they're going to drive to Hermosa or even further. But our primary reason was not just a vacation rental. We want something that is going to work
for our family.
Yeah.
And that's the one that had Cockatoo has the black sand, and I'm a bit funny about it. I don't love it. I mean, some people probably do. I just don't. But Scott and I also really like to walk during our vacations. So when there's just not a lot to go to, it's not as exciting for us. Yeah. So then we did see another one in Playa del Coco, which was the Pacifico Resort Complex condominiums.
It's really great.
Yeah, that is like amazing. The amenities, it's resort-like. It had the basketball court, the tennis, the pickleball, walking distance to the beach, walking distance to downtown Coco. And my favorite part, it had the beach club too.
All right. So they've got a private beach club. It's not actually on the main resort area, but they built a private beach club right on the beach for owners. Of course, you can bring in guests, but yeah, it's
and they shuttle you there. Touch. Yeah, and they shuttle you to there, and there's lots of stuff to do. That one's actually a 2-bedroom, but it's about 1,300 square feet. I think we found out.
It's a good size.
It's a good size. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Walk out from the patio into the pool, which I love. Mm-hmm. Definitely could fit a good number of people, because of the size of the bedrooms, you just have to figure out the beds.
And no occupancy rules either, so you can put as many people as you want in that apartment.
But that one was listed for it was actually $360, but dropped to $349. And the issue with that one is it does have high HOA fees at $675.
$675 is quite steep. If you're going to rent it out a lot, you'll definitely get those HOAs back. Mm-hmm. Again, it's a great rental property. It's quite desirable. I believe it's the top resort area in Coco, and so there's a lot of demand for those properties as well. They're easy to get rid of, especially if they're on the ground floor, as we heard, because there's no elevators. So if you do buy something on the second or third floor,
there is no elevators.
You've got to do a stair carry, and people don't like doing that.
And so, by the way, this is another one of my favorites.
It's a good one.
I really like that one a lot. Then we went to Tamarindo. And we obviously had some experiences of driving from Coco to...
It was a fun drive.
It was a fun drive. Yeah. Watch the videos. You'll see what we mean by that. Anyways, Tamarindo, even in the rain, we loved it. We only had the one... We were there for 2 days, but the first day was rain. And how much did you love that area?
Yeah, Tamarindo is so when we was by Coco, Hermosa, and Ocotal, Coco is kind of the happening area. Tamarindo is kind of Coco times 10, I would say. So good restaurants, good bars, lots of good nightlife. We was in low season, so I can imagine that the high season is very lively there.
Yeah.
But definitely a place where you would want to, I mean, if you do like restaurants, if you do like a little bit of nightlife and some bars
surfing,
and some fun,
fun.
Great beach for surfing. They do surfing lessons right there on the beach as well.
It's a nice big beach too.
So it's definitely a good place to visit. And you could for sure to live as well if you just really want that kind of really fun lifestyle every single day. But otherwise, definitely somewhere where you would definitely want to visit. So if you went to, if you do go to Costa Rica, you got to
go to Tamarindo. And we saw 2 great properties there, but again, too small for us. And because it's a little too much, it was like, we do want a little bit of a quiet area, but something that we can enjoy peacefully.
We definitely want to go to Tamarindo though when we're there.
So every time. That'll be every time.
A place that we will visit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So then the last one that we saw was Casa Carrero, and that was in a little expat community called Playa Potrero.
But it's actually Surfside.
It's actually Surfside. It has a nice beach.
Yeah.
It's actually 100 meters away from the beach.
Yeah, if you come out of this property and just walk straight down, about 100 meters, you're on the beach. The beach is quiet. It's in between a bunch of other beaches, which is really nice. So there's Playa Flamingo, which is close by. There's
and the new marina's going in there.
And there's that little town. What's that called?
Las Catalinas, which is like a little European village kind of feel.
Yeah, so you're close to a lot of stuff.
Playa Grande.
Yeah. And only 25 minutes from
Tamarindo. And it's got a sailing club, a brewery, shopping, food. It's got that Hemingway's, which everybody knows Hemingway.
It's a very nice little community.
Yeah, very nice little community. So that was a bungalow with, I think it was about 1,100 square feet, but no HOA fees, so it's a freehold home. Nice property.
Yeah, it's 1,100 square feet, and then there's a big patio as well, which you could do some stuff with. If you watch the video, you can see that there was some talk about how you might be able to turn those into some extra rooms to add some.
Because right now it's only a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, and a big property in the front. There's no, so you could definitely drop a pool in there.
As we know, we like the pool.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was an interesting one.
Yeah. Yes. So just to wrap it up, we had a fantastic trip. We're happy you guys followed us while we're doing that.
Yeah.
We have made a decision on three properties that we like. We'd like to know what you think. So we go back and watch the videos that we did post of them. So we have number 1, we really loved Gaviota 5.
Gaviota 5 in Hermosa.
And that was in Playa Hermosa. So that was our first video.
Yeah.
The second one that we really like that I think, well, I really, really like it. And I think it could fit our family if we did stuff with the beds really, is Pacifico.
Or we could just not take the family.
Or we could just not take the backs. And then the last one is actually Casa Carrero. Now, I'm a little bit on the fence about
Casa
that.
Carrero was the one in Surfside. It was the last one we looked at.
So that one's going to need renovations though. Like it doesn't have a full kitchen. What?
Yeah. No,
I mean, you're on vacation. Who wants to cook, I guess, but
it's got lots of potential.
It's got a lot of potential. So Gaviota 5, Pacifico, and Casa Carrero. So we'd love to hear from you which ones are your favorites. And we'll do a little poll maybe in our stories or something like that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.